Mic check, mic check. Good evening, hello. Been a while. A little bit rusty, just getting everything together. If anyone does pop into chat, let me know how it sounds. Unfortunately I haven't got my headset on. Yeah, so a little bit of sound coming off the TV, hopefully the mic doesn't pick that up. So yeah, I don't know a lot about this track. We're at Adec in the Group 4s. Round 6 of Season 3, Adec 2024. A very interesting pit lane here at Adec. I'm probably mispronouncing that, as I will with some people's names tonight, so I apologise beforehand. Yeah, just get warmed up. I'm just going to share this in the Discord. Qualifying not due to start for another 11 minutes. We've got 3 drivers out on track now, just warming up. So it's an open practice session for around 15 minutes, and then 10-minute quali, I believe. 15-minute quali, sorry. 15-minute quali, then the hour-long race. First appearance at this track, obviously, one of the newer, if not the newest track, I believe, GT7. So yeah, first visit here in the Ace Lift Design Endurance Championship. Lap time is up for grabs, as we do keep a record. Past achievements. Yeah, let me just get this stream in order, make sure everything's okay. Like I say, qualifying underway in around 10 minutes. everything's in order. To get closer to qualifying now. Well, 7:38. So yeah, another 7 minutes of open practice. 9 drivers due out on track tonight, so we're still missing AGT Racer, and I believe I have to get these names right. Well, this chap here, I believe, is Funniest Cowboy. What's his race number? There's a chase game. But yeah, Funniest Cowboy, car number 691, one half or one quarter of Racing Team Finland, Racing Team Finlanders. Also have a sister team, Racing Team Finlanders VMTC. But yeah, this guy is extremely quick. Get a better shot of a chase cam. Yeah, this guy is extremely quick to say the least. He's appeared 4 out of 5 rounds so far, winning 3 of those. He did come a little bit of a cropper in the last round, finishing 7th. But yeah, this guy is ridiculously quick, and yeah, looks like he's on a quick track to Tier 1 for next season. Potentially two drivers getting promoted next season. At the end of this season, I should say. But Bottle, so the Bottle job, made for Bottling Racing Team, is sitting second in the table at the moment, 128 points. He is 22 points behind the leader, Mr. Cowboy. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name, but yeah, so Bottle job sitting in second in the table at the moment. He's he's off of on leave from uni at the moment, I believe. We'll be going back soon, so he's just making a somewhat of a guest appearance, and has been on a bit of a break from Adec and all things Gran Turismo, I believe, for quite a while. But yeah, it's good to see him back this season, and obviously competing very, very well. Second place in Tier 2 is quite an achievement, because there is some very, very quick drivers. A lot of new drivers I'm not that familiar with. I've raced myself for the first time this season. Where am I sitting? I'm about 8th in the table, I believe. Who are we looking at? Mr. Leto. Why has it got these names up? This is not the names I have written down. Can I change that? Will that work? Ah, that's better. Right, I'm getting there. Not that that helps, because that's quite a tricky name to pronounce. Apologies to Woe 82. Let's check the car number. Yeah, 401. I do have some stuff written down. I'm a little bit behind schedule. But yeah, this is the second half of Racing Team Finlanders. Basically a teammate of Funniest Cowboy. We do have one representative of Racing Team Finlanders VMTC, which is here we go, another quick driver. So T2 being slightly dominated by the Finlanders at the moment. Like I say, quite new drivers to Adec and drivers room in general. Very, very quick. But Jubaju sitting in where is he in the table at the moment? He's 8th in the table. I think he's just behind myself. Yeah, he's appeared all 5 rounds this season. His best round was a top 5 finish in round 1, Grand Valley Highway, in the Group 2s. But yeah, Group 4s today, so how we get on. He's obviously setting some pretty good lap times at the moment. But very, very short lap around here. So yeah, qualifying will be very, very tight. Be interesting to see how the strategies play out, what tyres people will be using. Obviously the softs are going to be very very handy around here, but obviously tyre wear is a bit of a killer nowadays in this game. Yeah, just coming up to the end of the practice session now. And, yeah, we'll be getting underway with qualifying in around 2 minutes. Hello, Grim. No worries, mate. Just keep trying. Obviously, I can hold out for so long. I'm happy enough to try to do. Oh, there you go, mate. Good timing just before qualifying as well. Top man. So that is the knock-in as well. Once he joins the track, we'll be pretty much ready to start qualifying. No worries. But yeah, good to see. That's all 9 drivers we was expecting tonight. Just comms tonight, mate. I'm going to try and do a bit of commentary. I haven't done the live stuff, so I'm not too sure how you flick back on the replays and whatnot, but I'm hoping it goes smoothly enough. Main thing is keeping the room open. And yeah, it's an incident-free race for myself, just from the commentary side of things. But yeah, just a minute countdown. Is now on track, so we do have all 9 drivers on track. I'll just give a quick message to everyone. We'll get qualifying underway. We'll try to get back with some proper commentary. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is underway. All 9 drivers in the tunnel. Bit of a crap camera for the pit lane, but yeah, very interesting pit lane entry and exit. I don't know too much about this track. Bottle is first out at the moment. We'll just follow him just from the front of the car as we come over a little crest here, as all the cars will gain a little bit of airtime there. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Then we come to 2 very tight hairpin sections that generally things are going to get extremely bunched up. It's a good job we're in the group 4. Things are a little bit slower, but yeah, tricky section to do anything other than follow the car in front through there. Another tight hairpin coming up, hairpin section with again, you cannot go side by side through there, and you have a run down to a long right hander coming up. Takes you into the pit entry as well. So just come round to the start of the lap as we'll get the display on. Yeah, but we're just coming around the end of the lap now, but as I say, it's going to be some tight racing tonight. I think there will be a fair bit of door rubbing, but see how it goes. As I say, it's the first time at this track for Adec. That's going to be an interesting part of the track over this jump. That's a shame. We'll see when the cars are in order. I can keep things in line and we'll follow that camera shot through that section. Should be interesting. But yeah, I have personally haven't got a lot of experience around this track at all. I didn't get on with it too much when it first came out, and yeah, I thought this one I'll give this one a miss. But yeah, early laps being set, you will see this lap time will be improving. I would imagine. So Bottle's been clean through here. That's not as much. So yeah, you do get from pit exit, you do get a good you get a flying lap, I believe, from as the start finish line is around this corner. So similar to the Tokyo, some of the Tokyo layouts where the pit lane isn't like on the main straight, so to speak. So it crosses the line. 106.2 the bottom, still holding on to the, no he's not as I speak too soon. Juba sets the fastest lap so far at 105.9. Let's see, Racing Soft's not doing too well. I don't think the Megane is notoriously good for tyre wear either. So see how the strategies play out as the race progresses, what tyre compounds people go for. As we have Funniest Cowboy setting the pace now, going purple again on his, his third flying lap. Pretty good tyre wear as well, this guy is, it's insanely quick. Actually I'm not too, check the notes, I'm not too sure who won last week, sorry 2 weeks ago. So we've got some incredibly quick drivers in tier 2 at the moment. But yeah, Racing Team Finland is doing the business at the top end at the moment as Bottle comes in for new tyres, as we get a little bit of a better shot of the pit action through the tunnel. Walker Space setting at 106.3 and having a penalty to deal with. We'll see where this penalty section is, I'm not actually sure. So as he comes round, first set of chicanes. First set of hairpins, coming up to the second set of hairpins now, so it's going to run down to the right hander. And that exit there, I've seen a lot of people clip the wheel, and they're safe. If anyone decides to go side by side through those hairpin sections, they're going to cost each other a hell of a lot of time. So we see how the racing pans out. If you start getting battling, people behind should quite comfortably catch people in front. Hello Lucian, how are you doing, mate? Good evening, hope you're having a good evening, mate. Unfortunately we'll be seeing each other tomorrow morning. Yeah, for now, forget about that. But yeah, right, where are we? Funniest Cowboy comes in for a fresh set of tyres. 5 minutes gone of this qualifying session, 10 minutes left to go. Juba in second place. Bottle out now on fresh tyres as he comes round to complete, as we've not seen what sectors he's been setting. Comes round final corner, a little bit sideways. A couple of tenths behind his own personal best. Very tight between Walker Space and Tuwo. Sorry, I'm going to get that wrong so many times. I have to brush up on my Finnish pronunciations. But Walker Space crossing the line there. Looked like he might have dealt with another penalty maybe on the way out, but yeah, I'm sure he's got a little bit more in the tank. Not a lot separating the top 5, 6 tenths of a second separating the top 5 at the moment. Artos, this is Artos' first appearance I believe tonight. Yeah, 6 rounds into season 3. Artos, 212, representing Speed Legends UA Racing Team. As he comes round, deals with a bit of traffic on may well be a hot lap, but we'll see. Sitting in 6th place at the moment, half a second off in 5th place. Embar as well in 7th at the moment, half a second off of Artos, 1.5 seconds off pole at the moment, but just setting his best times. Scrapes the wall, coming through that right hander, coming to complete a lap now. See what time he sets. Jason held it very close behind. Sitting 6th on the table at the moment. Been in all 5 rounds, completed all 5 rounds this season. His best result was 4th place in round 2 at Spa, also in the Group 4 as well. So Ferrari doing well at Spa as he's setting down a lot quicker now. He's half a second up, so this will move him up the grid a little bit as we hit the halfway mark of the qualifying session. He has lost a bit of time. Anyway, we'll see how he gets on. He's got a little bit of time to make up to the car in front. It's Jason Howdy in 8th now. And what's he driving? The Porsche? Yeah, he's in that beautiful British flag Porsche. Sitting in 8th at the moment. ADT in the pits, not setting a lap time yet. Jason only one finish to his record. He's made a couple more appearances, but he's had I think the Group 1 in particular. Group 1, but yeah, not had a great time in a couple of cars because yeah, the game's physics can be a bit of a bastard at times. But they're sitting in 8th. Porsche should be pretty decent around here. It's a nimble car, and as far as I remember, it's pretty okay with tyre wear. We'll see what he can do. Very, very close to M-Bar in front, so as I think he just ditches this lap and he does head in for a change of tyres. Funniest cowboy out in the end. It looks like Sir Bottlejob has improved. We've missed out on the front, to apologise, but yeah, Sir Bottle has improved. Moved back ahead of Juba in 3rd. Very, very tight between 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Not a tenth, barely a tenth of a second between them. That looked like a bit of contact with the wall. Juba in the McLaren. Looking pretty decent so far. There's still over 5 minutes of this qualifying session to go. I think there will be some movement around the grid. Two comes to serve a penalty. Artos as well. Can I bring up there? Shame I can't bring up all the sector times. Yeah, as with most people, I'm sure everyone's optimal laps are looking pretty decent and a lot closer. Yes, 0.003 between Walker Space and Juba, 4th and 3rd respectively. Juba is setting his personal best at the moment, and might be enough to get back ahead of Bottlejob in front, as Bottlejob serves a penalty for something. But either way, it isn't going to improve anytime soon. 0.044. They're so tight at the moment. Is he actually going to close the gap? Right. Or is he going to overtake? He comes around the final corner now. We'll see what time he sets. Very wide on that last exit. He's lost barely a tenth, but it's not enough to improve. We'll see what Walker Space is up to now. If he's on a clean lap, he is in any slight improvement will lift him up, unless he's extremely lucky and improves by 0.002 or something like that. Yeah, things will be very, very tight this evening around this track. Comes round to complete a lap now. He was a few tenths down, so we're not improving on this lap, but still very close to the car in front, as we've got half a second to between himself and the car behind, and the space in front. So things are getting a little bit congested now, these guys. There's quite a few cars on track here, around 5 cars I believe, all running close together. Whether they're benefiting each other with slipstream or hindering each other, I'm not really getting a lot of improvement at the moment, so leaning to more of a hindrance. We've got a few drivers coming in for fresh tyres. 3.5 minutes left of this qualifying session. I believe I've set the finishing time 90 seconds after. Well, I didn't realise that time was so short around here. Any other class of car, you'd be easily dipping under the minute, I feel. As AGT finally comes out on track, as we'll get a look. And yeah, just get a lap time on the board to officially start the race from most likely 9th, unless he gets going, gets a couple of laps in. He has got enough time. The funniest cowboy now has improved his position to half a second ahead of Sir Bottlejob with 105.333. And obviously, as always, I'll be looking at the tier 1 times after this. This guy has been on par with a lot of the top guys in tier 1. Yeah, that is an incredibly fast division. and they're pretty glad I'm down here mid-table, meandering around in tier 2 myself. Yeah, funniest cowboy. Not setting a better lap this time around. We'll see what Bottle Job's up to, as he's very, very close. We won't see in these earlier sectors. He may have just lost some time. Well, he's obviously lost some time somewhere, but just under a tenth below his own personal best. Hasn't improved. Juba coming to the end of a flying lap now. We'll see if he's made any improvement from third. So very, very close between himself and Bottle. Looks pretty tidy. Left plenty on the exit there, so maybe setting himself up for a lap now. Walker Space in 4th place, just needs a slight improvement himself, and yeah, we'll move up the starting order. Only 6 tenths off of pole position himself, so yeah, looking pretty good. Bottle comes in for new tyres, so he ditches that attempt. More than enough time to get a couple of flying laps in. But yeah, it's crunch time now. Around 2 flying laps at best for most of these drivers. Funniest cowboy, at least another flying lap from himself, coming in for fresh tyres as Juba's coming around to complete the lap. We'll see. Keep an eye on him now, and we'll go down the grid from here. Half a second off at the moment. Walker Space 20 seconds into a flying lap. We'll see where he is on his first sector. 3 tenths off, so no drivers really improving at the moment. 2 just starting a flying lap. Artos maybe calling it a night for qualifying, sitting in 6th at the moment. He's got a reasonable lead over Embar, who has improved by 2 tenths, and if there's enough life in them tyres he can get another lap in, but I think tyre wear, with these tight hairpin sections, tyre wear is really going to cost you around here. So like I say, we're interested to see what compounds people go with tonight. So Jason coming round to finish a flying lap. That might have been contact there. We'll see what time Jason sets. He's just over half a second off of Embar in front. As we come around the final corners, AGT is getting a few laps in as Jason loses the back end and points it towards the extremely solid string fence there. As completes that, probably hasn't got enough time. He's compromised his yeah, he's in his final lap there. So it looks like 8th place finish, or 8th place starting place for Jason back there, but we'll keep an eye on Bottle Job. Juba crosses the line, didn't improve, just about caught that. Sir Bottle Job coming around to finish now. Can he make any improvement on where he is? A very, very slight improvement. It is so tight at the front. Still half a second off the pole sitter. Juba is... I don't think he's got another lap there. I think that might be on auto drive. Walker Space coming around on his final lap now. He just needs a slight improvement to move up to 3rd. Can he do it? That looks good. It looks very... He's done Sir Bottle Job as well. He's moved up to 2nd this whole qualifying session. Been yeah, he's picked up a few penalties. That's a great result for Walker Space, as Tuwo coming round, I think, has finished. Embar looking like he's running slow, but yeah, I think that is our final grid order. A little bit of drama at the end there. Walker Space nabbing 2nd place right at the end. So Bottle Job just not managing to... Well, he did actually... Bottle did improve as well, so yeah, it's a great job from Walker Space. But yeah, Bottle did improve on that final lap. Yeah, great stuff. I'm going to have a quick breather, and we'll be underway with the racing around 8:05. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about ready to get underway. So, Funniest Cowboy starting the race in first place, Walker Space in second, Sir Bottle Job third, Juba in fourth, 2-0 in fifth, Artos in sixth, Embar in seventh, Jason Halder in eighth, and AGT Grimlock in ninth. Good luck, everyone, and yes, keep it clean. As we get ready, the lights will start coming on any second now. Racing Hards for Cowboy in first place as the lights go off and we are underway. Funniest Cowboy getting away cleanly. Bottle Job looks like he's had a good start as all the cars come over that jump. He's on the outside as we go 3 wide into the first hairpin, and Funniest Cowboy is gone from first to third for now, as Walker Space does hold on to that position in second as they battle around the next corner. But Bottle's had a brilliant start, also starting on the Racing Hards. Out in the lead now as Walker Space does hold on to second, Funniest Cowboy in third, Juba in fourth does hold on to his fourth position, 2-1 fifth, Embar in sixth has moved up a place. We'll go back to those guys in a second as we come round what is the fight, not the second to last proper corner as we go uphill through a slipstream section. Just got to keep it clean through here, keep it off the walls. A little bit of a braking section here through that right-hander. It looks like everyone has kept it clean there, but Bottle out in the lead now, has got some space he could really do. As Funniest Cowboy has moved up into second, I missed that, must have done it in the uphill section. Walker Space back down to third now. We'll see if Funniest Cowboy can close the gap up to Sir Bottle Job in first as we come over that jump for the first time. Things will start to get a little bit closer. We can see the deltas on the left hand side, so 1.2 second gap. I think it's 1.25 seconds you need to break the slipstream, around that anyway, as top three might be able to break away a little bit here. Juba really needs to hang on to the top three. AGT in ninth at the moment, Artos in 8th, 7th, Jason. So I think who lost? I think Artos has lost out there actually. He did start in 6th as Embar basically displaces him, with Jason staying in 7th. A little bit of space develops between the top three now. So Bottle Job in first place on the Racing Hards, Funniest Cowboy in second, also on the Hards, Walker Space also on the Racing Hards. 1.6 seconds back to 4th place Juba now as he might start to come under pressure from 2-0 in 5th. And Embar picking up a 1.5 second penalty somewhere. This will drop him right back, but AGT looks like he's still getting to grips with the track this evening. Looks like he's had an incident already. He's dropped 10 seconds off the back here, but Jason just needs to keep it clean for a little bit. He's going to pick up a place here as Embar will drop down the grid. And Funniest Cowboy's just starting to close the gap a little bit to Bottle now, just under half a second as he takes a slightly shallower line through there. Looked like he really closed the gap up a bit, so Bottle does have a better exit. As you can see, the delta just growing a little bit. So we'll see how they are through this tight right-hander. So again, looking pretty tidy through the technical sections. Not much in the tyre wear at the moment. Obviously a long way to go. We'll see how that tyre wear plays out as Bottle does cross the line and still 0.8 of a second ahead of Funniest Cowboy. Walker Space dropping back a little bit now in third, just about hanging on to that slipstream I think as he comes into the first set of hairpins. Juba still 1.6 behind, so yeah, maintaining that gap, not quite in the slipstream range, but still maintaining the 1.6. 2-0 behind as these guys just spacing out a little bit now, as I can imagine with the dirty air around here as well. The following effect can't be too good on your tyre wear either. Jason in the 80th AGT Grimlock having a right nightmare in what looks like an absolute boat of a car in Nissan GTR. Doesn't look like it's going to be the most nimble of vehicles around this track, unfortunately. As Sir Bottle's still under pressure. The Funniest Cowboy in second place, around half a second again as they come to the end of the lap. Oh, hello Craig, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a long while, it's been too long. Sort out a rally or something. Yeah, good to see you, man. There's Funniest Cowboy nearly touching the rear bumper of Sir Bottle Job through that section. Yeah, barely 5 minutes into the race, got a long way to go. These guys have absolutely no reason to risk anything too silly at the moment, but yeah, this little bit of battling may allow Walker Space to close the gap, as he is opening the gap a little bit to Juba behind. He's doing the same to Tuwo, as looks to be coming under pressure from Artos. I think Artos will get quicker as the evening goes on. I say first appearance for Artos in the Drivers' Room Facelift Design Endurance Championship, and yeah, we'll see how he gets on. Like most of these drivers on the grid, it's the first time I've raced with them, so yeah, not overly familiar. Embar I think he is just above me in the league. I've had a very good few races, good battles with Embar as the season's gone on. Also in DRFS, as Artos gets a bit of a wobble on there going over the grass. Hopefully he doesn't pick up a penalty for it. And there we go. Picked up a penalty there for a slight cut, but so does Embar behind. So that's going to neutralise that, but that will give Tuwo a bit of breathing space. I apologise. Which he could do with, because Artos is starting to look a bit quick. So he's only had half a qualifying session, and he might just be finding more and more pace as the race goes on. Not much happening in the midfield, as we still see first and second, quarter of a second now. Funniest Cowboy really putting Bottle under pressure, and yeah, this is allowing Walker Space to catch up behind, just a second between second and third place now. Yeah, anything, mate. Anything, Craigie. Yes, Luta, yeah, Domnele Luta. Yeah, you have a good one, mate, and I'll see you in the morning at work. Yeah, have a lovely evening. Right, back with the action. Sir Bottle just doing enough to fend off Funniest Cowboy at the moment. Same Walker Space just hanging on behind, as Juba closing the gap on Walker Space now, has just picked himself up a penalty, and it's penalties all over the place this evening. As I'd imagine it's for track improvements. The track limits are on strong as always, as Embar going purple at the back there in the first half of the lap, so got plenty of pace, but we'll see how he is through that. It might be the final section costing him, but yeah, Ferrari obviously looking good for the first section of the lap. So I'm trying not to miss any action, so I'm not familiar with any pullback replays on this, so I apologise if we miss some action. It is live, and yeah, there's a high chance of that, unfortunately. Plenty of time to go. 8 minutes in, 52 minutes left of this race, and I can't imagine there's going to be anyone on track tonight that's going to have too much of a break. They're even going to be chasing someone. So Artos going purple by 1.6. Is that just fuel load coming up? Really bringing a letter. That looks like a bit of a corner cut there as well. Hopefully not a penalty. Looked like 4 tyres over the white line, but I think I got away with that. Yeah, so penalties dealt with. Artos in 6th place, picking up the pace again, quite on 2-1-2. So we do have a somewhat of a Constructors' Championship running nowadays. As I say, we do have teams. The only teammates at the moment are the Finlanders, as two Ukrainian boys. Artos is Speed Legends, and who else? We've got Walker Space, Scuderia GT UK are the team. Yeah, Walker Space having a pretty decent season. He's up 5th in the table at the moment with 92 points. He's been appeared in all 5 rounds so far. 3rd place in round 3, 3rd place in round 3, and 2nd place in round 5 at Le Mans last week. Good effort from Walker Space. And like I was saying earlier, we're going to have 2 promotions at the end of the season. I don't know if I finished my point, but yeah, Sir Bottle Job is back from uni and just appearing for this season. So doing pretty decent, to say the least. He's sitting in 2nd in the table, just behind Funniest Cowboy. But if he does take one of the promotion spots, I do believe he will not be participating in Adec next season. So yeah, will be dropping out, unfortunately. But that does mean a promotion spot will go to the 3rd place driver, who I believe is this guy. The guy I'm probably mispronouncing, and probably will mispronounce for the rest of the night. I do apologise, Mr. Tuvo. But yeah, he's 3rd in the championship at the moment, and sitting pretty well. What's his results so far? He's been all 5 rounds, 2 3rd places, rounds 3 and 4, in Group 3 and the Group 1 category. So yeah, another very competent driver, and yeah, it's going to be it's a difficult job getting out of Tier 2, and so it should be. It's raising the level of all drivers. As we look back at the lead of the race, do apologise for missing any action in the middle. But Sir Bottle under pressure again from Funniest Cowboy. We hit the 10-minute mark, 11-minute mark. The tyres still got plenty of life in them, so this could probably end up being a one-stopper. I'm not too sure on pit times, how long it takes to pit here, but obviously that's critical in most places. As trying to follow the cars through this jump, actually, but as we lose that camera shot, Juba and Artos. So Juba with a 1.5 second penalty, so Artos has looked very quick behind. Will finally get the chance to take that 5th place and see if he can close the gap to 2-0 up in 4th. So Juba falling back quite a bit now, as he was running in 4th, and yeah, may have dropped back because of a penalty. But either way, he's got, as there's contact there between Juba and Artos, and he finally serves that penalty. Not too sure what happened there. Artos obviously was always going to take that place, so there was no real rush to get past. But either way, he's up into 5th place now. It's 3 seconds behind 4th place man 2-0, who is 4.5 off the top 3 now. Yeah, so Artos, clean air, see what he can do. Tyre wear kicking in quite a bit now on that Ferrari. Embar following behind in 6th place, so Juba down to 7th now. This 3-car battle. Jason just dropping off the back of that in 8th place. He is 10 seconds behind. 1:08 his best time, so he's just around a second behind these guys per lap at the moment. We do hit the 12 lap mark. Some guys are suffering a bit more tyre wear than others. Artos, one of those guys. Walker Space also in the McLaren, suffering with a bit more tyre wear than those around him. Doing well to hang on to Funniest Cowboy in 2nd place. Still just outside that slipstream, but he has opened up the gap quite well to 4th place man 2, as I say, is in 3rd in the championship. It might get close between Walker Space and 2 though, as Walker is on 92 points. 2 is on 111, so both of these drivers have appeared 5 times. During the course of the season, we race 8 times, and we drop our worst 2 results over that season. Keep the best 6, however you want to look at it. So yeah, that last promotion spot is going to be quite tight. I haven't got a full rundown of the grid. Where are we? 4th, 5th. Who's in 6th? Oh yeah, so Embar's in 6 on 88 points. So yeah, he's very close in the battle as well. So as Embar Embar picks up a penalty. But yeah, 2-0 Artos Embar, very very close. Juba in the league, not many points separating them, and they sit in a 4-car fight quarter way through this race. So 1 second, I have Cat trying to break in. Sorry about that. Thankfully didn't miss anything. Well, I hope not, but yeah, so I'm about to be talking some rubbish. I'm looking at some very, very poorly scribbled down notes that I was rushing to get ready for the start of this race. I've got something to talk about and I know what I'm talking about. 1 second, my cat will get a boot. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I've got 3 cats and they're being an absolute fucking nuisance. He certainly is parking that little blue trophy. He's doing a great job. Funniest Cowboy is, well, I think, well, he was nearly half a second quicker in qualifying. That tyre wear really kicking in on the little Renault as well. Yeah, doing extremely well to hold off Funniest Cowboy at the moment. Well, for this entire race so far. We'll see what if anything Funniest Cowboy is going to look to overlap in the pits. Doesn't really have a choice. Can't see past Bottle Job having to pit first. Hopefully not more times, because as well as Cowboy being very quick, he's incredible with tyre wear as well. Yeah, so he's got his hands full, but he's making that car as wide as possible. There's a little bit of contact around the final corner, and Bottle still holding on to that lead as they come over the line, barely a tenth of a second between them. And Funniest Cowboy looks around the outside. If he can hold that, he'll get the inside of the next hairpin. I think he's done enough here. Bottle can't fight that as he's out on the marbles. And yeah, gets the job done. Funniest Cowboy moves up to first place. He just needs to hold on to the back of him now, not let him get too far away. I think that tyre wear's just cost Bottle too much now. That front left is going to be very hard to lean on. Yeah, unfortunately, we still have GT7, still has the jitters. Been out for quite a while now, and can't seem to fix, but I thought it'd be reasonably basic for these guys. Yeah, it's heating up at the front. We'll have a quick run through the grid again. Walker space in third now, only 6 tenths behind Bottle. It looks like Bottle might be coming under pressure from Walker now as well. Although Walker suffering from tyre wear, not as bad, but again can't really attack, and as just shown, you've got poor tyre wear out on the marbles, you're going to yeah, you're pretty helpless. There's 1 second, 1.1 seconds between the top 3. 2-0 in 4th place, 7 seconds off the lead, 6 seconds behind 3rd place. Artos has been in clean air for a bit. One of that's a little bit untidy, but one of those drivers where yeah, he also has been pushing a little bit early on. He's finally got some clean air, but can't really, struggling to get out of 108 at the moment. There's a big moment, a big tank slapper and a contact with the wall, and just for just for measure, you get a 1.5 second penalty. So you've got to run a little bit of damage. You only run light damage in tier 2, so that front bumper that's flashing and the front left will dissipate or will disappear over the next few corners, but the car's going to be a little bit broken as we run up the hill. Juba seeing that ahead as reignited him quite a bit, as he probably, most likely will take that 5th place back on the next lap when Artos serves that penalty. So unlucky there, getting a bit of a tank slapper on. So picking up a penalty as well. So we've got Jason in 8th place. Only 6 seconds off of Embar now, so Jason picking up, 1:08.1. So Jason finally, I didn't mean that to take the piss, but a bit late in the race, tyre wear kicking in, and he's setting his personal best. So hopefully he's got a feel of the track now, and after the next round of pit stops, get some fresh tyres on, and can start pushing the guys a little bit in front. AGT on the racing mediums now. I say that GTR looking pretty horrible around here, struggling at the back in 9th place. Just set his personal best though, 1:10.5. So find a little bit more pace on the racing mediums, but has had a bit of a struggle to the opening stages of the race, and falling off the back quite a bit. So Funny's Cowboy 1.5 out in front now, just extending to 1 point, nearly extending, as Servo getting a better exit on the final corner. But just around the 1.5 second mark on lap 19. 20 minutes gone now, as Sir Bottle is definitely going to have to pit soon, because that tyre is practically gone. Walker Space holding on to the back of Bottle Job just about 1.4. Again, it's just increased that gap a little bit, back to 2.0 to around the 6 second mark. Juba. Oh no, it was Artos who got the penalty, sorry. So yeah, Artos got a penalty the lap before, served the 1.5 second penalty. Juba has moved himself up into 5th place. 1:07.8 last time around, 1:10. So 1.5 second penalty costs you around 2.5 seconds. It's not on a terrible part of the track, it's an acceleration zone, but it's not like the start or end of a big straight or something. So yeah, still costly nonetheless. We'll have another run through the grid, as we can see a round of pit stops happening anytime soon now. Bottle, we'll see how long he can hold on for that front left, but he'll do well to reach the half an hour mark. Walker Space in 3rd place, just dropping back a little bit off of Bottle, 2.5 seconds, still maintaining the gap to 2.0 in 4th, 5.8. Juba in 5th, 6 seconds off 2.0. Constant battle with Artos, these two haven't not been much to separate these two at all. Embar was up there, looks like he's struggling again with penalties. Yeah, not the best. He's dropped quite a bit off Artos. Doing enough, he's just about maintaining that gap to Jason, who is running well now, consistent laps. So see how he goes after the first round of pit stops. Jason's trimmed all the shortcuts, so knocked all the cones out of the way now. Start bombing across and exposing those track limits. Yeah, no, so like I say, good to see you, Craig. Yeah, hope to see you gaming again at some point, but yeah, actually more important things than that. Hope the fans well. Slowly encroach towards the halfway point. Let's have a little focus on who haven't we spoken about next. So Artos is, let's go from the bottom up. So AGT Grimlock, as he picks up a 2 second penalty. That front left Grim is yeah, it's not gonna, it doesn't want to go much further. That might be another penalty there. Yeah, AGT long time drivers room participant. Yeah, he's 11th in the table. He's appeared in all 5 rounds this season, picking his best result being 2 8th places in rounds 3 and round 4. So Denya and Road Atlanta. Sitting on 40 points in total at the moment. Jason, as I said earlier in the stream, only 1 registered finish this season, picking up, I can't remember, the 9th place, top 10 anyway. But yeah, obviously looking to improve on that today, hopefully. Get a finish under his belt, and isn't far off of M-Bar at all, but obviously can't do with a 1.5 second penalty. Am I going to go for everyone and they're going to have a 2 second or 1.5 second penalty? So hopefully not. But was 6 seconds away from M-Bar. Yeah, just going to drop back again. M-Bar's got a 1/2 second penalty, not as bad. Yeah, people really struggling. It's like tyre wear kicking in as well, so track limits being explored a little bit too far on occasions. I think like I was at a barrier collision penalty is on as well, which isn't great. You know, you lose time anyway, but it is what it is. As Juba and Artos are very close together now. Juba losing. Wait a minute. Have these 2 swap places again? I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Artos and Juba are very, very close at the moment. Artos come over the crest of that jump. Artos suffering with tyre wear a little bit more, hence the pressure coming from behind. This corner always looks a little bit untidy. Yeah, these 2 carrying on their battle. They have, was that a PB from Juba? Looked like a blue sector there. Anyway, M-Bar in 7th has dropped off the back of those 2. 9 seconds off the back now. 109 his last lap. Needs to get back in steady 108s at the very least. So we hit the 25-minute mark. Let's just, was that an overtake? That looked like these 2 getting very goals. Grim just getting out of the way. But yeah, just these 2 making it through cleanly. Good job, Grim. Where are we? I was going to check Bottles front left, and it's 2.2 off of Cowboys, doing a good job maintaining that gap. I'd imagine he's got to go on to the racing hards again. Not looking at the fuel levels. So the funniest Cowboys done a bit more fuel. May even things out a little bit in the pit stops and eat into that what is a 2.5 second gap now. Walker Space really dropping off the back of Bottle Job at the moment though. Doing a good job in 3rd, but may have picked up a penalty because he seems to drop back a solid 2 seconds and lost obviously the same to 2-0 as well. So all the gaps pretty much similar as Artos goes sideways coming out of that corner. Juba all over the back of him. Yeah, Juba is getting some blue sectors still with that insane tyre wear. So obviously the fuel load dropping, the car's getting lighter. He's obviously helping them a lot as that Artos peels off into the pit. So the first man in the midfield to pit. 61% of fuel left, so doing a better job on the fuel than Juba by the looks of it. But it's got to see what strategy he goes on. So obviously they want to. We'll see how long his pit stop is as well. So Jason moves up into 7th as well, and I think Artos just coming out the pit lane now. So no, Artos only getting the tyres changed. So it's a very long pit lane and pit stop here. And yeah, Jason moves up into 7th. But yeah, it's got to be a 1-stopper tonight to be competitive. There's AGT also in the pits, so imagine AGT going onto the hards and mediums. Oh, he has to go onto the hards. Is this the required tyre we have to run every race? So Cowboy out in the lead, 3.8 now to Total Job. Walker Space back on pace, 4 seconds, 3.4, 2 behind, so you can see Walker Space in front now. Excuse me. Yeah, 2 starting to close that gap, and you go a little bit quicker when you start seeing that driver in front, gives you a bit more incentive to push a little bit, and hopefully not too much. So some guys have really tested track limits tonight, a little bit too far. As we go over that jump, so yeah, 3.6 now, 3.3. Nice little battle. 42, only 11 seconds off the lead, so not a million miles behind. But Artos back out on track now, 18 seconds behind Jason. So yeah, incredibly long pit stop here. The top guys all. Is that bottle job just coming through on Grim? Yep. So yeah, blue flags walking through as well. Look like as Bolt does peel into the pits for the first time and only time tonight, I imagine he goes straight back onto the hards as well. What do I know? We'll see. 59% of fuel, so we'll see what Funniest Cowboy does on this lap. Still got a little bit well, so he had better tyre wear. May well see him push a little bit longer to make the mediums viable for a slightly shorter stint at the end, but we'll see. Yeah, see, it's a long pit stop here. We'll look at Artos's lap times in a minute to see what the total time is for that particular lap pit on. Yeah, well, there you go. So Bolt rejoins the track 42.8 seconds, 43 seconds off the lead. Jason in the pits now, he's made it to the half an hour mark. And yeah, steady 109s. So yeah, Jason looking good for the second stint. We'll keep an eye on that, he's not far behind Embar. And yeah, Funniest Cowboy, race leader, in the pits now. So he had a gap to, sorry, what was his fuel level there? So bang on the 50% mark. Don't think Bottle Job took on any fuel. He was on 59%, so he didn't really need to. As a Walker Space comes through to take the lead, so I'd imagine he'll pit on the next lap. But it's still 108.1 on that. 108.1, 109.4. Not the slowest. I mean, it's not that bad considering the tyre wear. But where's Bottle Job now coming through the final section? Funniest Cowboy does rejoin the track ahead, hasn't taken on any more fuel, so might need to fuel manage a little bit in the second half of this race. We'll see. But Bottle Job has lost maybe a second or two during that pit stop session. But yeah, back behind Funniest Cowboy now, 4.6 as Walker Space in the lead now for the time being. We'll see if he peels off into the pits as he goes round again. Another lap. Juba in second. Also tyre wear not looking that bad. Does choose to go for another lap. A little bit compromise with Grim there if he did want to pit. So he's got the tyre wear there to get another lap in. Funniest Cowboy now out on fresh tyres. Did go for the racing hards again. So yeah, just a one lap race, 2 stints on the racing hards. Yeah, GTR looks like an absolute brick around here. I've got the Jag, it's half the reason I didn't race. I'm not a fan of this track anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't have been quick. And yeah, it's not a fun track, in my opinion. Anyway, second set of hairpins, Walker Space in the lead, 9.8 ahead of Juba. Keep an eye on that as well. So Juba in second on the warm tyres, 16.6. It's Funniest Cowboys in clean air now. See how much that gap really closes up. So you see the Delta jumping around there, but 16.6 on the way in. 16, only gaining 2 tenths around that set of hairpins. So these guys out front doing a pretty good job. It'd be nice if someone can stretch it and stick on the mediums, but I don't think that's going to happen. Grim's done it the reverse of that in the GTR. He started on the mediums, now on the hards, so what was he, bangs into the wall there, 114, so yeah, struggling to get the most out of the racing hards. And Jason is right up the butt of Embar losing the back end a little bit through that hairpin. A 108.1 from Jason on his first flying lap out of the pits. So yeah, immediately getting on the pace. He's right behind Embar now. Both of these guys have made their pit stop and out with fresh tyres. Looks like so Jason pitted a lap early, so a bit of an undercut, and he's really closed that gap up to Embar now. And looks put him under pressure. That Porsche looking really tidy, and I do believe that Ferrari M-Bar was one of the guys struggling a little bit more than others with tyre wear, so we'll try and keep an eye on this as much as we can. The gaps out front, so Artos and Tuwo both making their pit stops. Artos was the first man in the race to pit, so you can see that tyre wear kicking in already. I think he really needs to start managing that a little better as he does go purple. But yeah, Funniest Cowboy with the fastest lap, 106.7 at the moment. Was that just now? There we go. 106.7 from the Funniest Cowboy. He's 2 seconds. He's closed that gap to Juba in front. So yeah, Juba doing a really good job out in second, because he's closed that gap up to Walker Space as well. He's got absolutely nothing left on that front left. Has to come in this lap surely. Shall see as he comes up to the long right hander with a pit entry on it, as he does go right. Oh, he picks up a 1.5 second penalty just for grazing the wall and picks up damage. Juba as well, 1.5 second penalty and damage. So these guys have probably just done pretty much identical things. And, yeah, what a shame. They was going really well. That's just unnecessarily costly for both of those drivers. Funniest Cowboy always looked like he was going to regain the lead, obviously, because he's not far from these two now, as you see. Walker Space pitting, Funniest Cowboy coming through. So Bottle 5 seconds behind now, also comfortably coming through. We'll keep an eye on where Juba comes out in respects to Walker Space when Juba finally pits. But yeah, both of those drivers suffering a bit there. So also with those 1.5 second penalties, this could close the gap up from fourth. So we'll have, looks like pretty much a fight out front between Bottle and Funniest Cowboy. 5 seconds, 6 seconds between them at the moment, and depending where Juba comes out, we're going to have a 1, 2, 3 for everyone else, barring Paul Grimm in that horrible GTR, but everyone else will be fighting out. 4.5 seconds, what has he done? That's a pit lane infringement. Oh no, he must be kicking himself, man. That is horrible. That's going to drop him right to the back. Jason M-Bar at the back of that little group. And he's gone for the racing mediums as well, so we'll see what he does now. 4.5 seconds, that is going to be massive. That is really going to bring M-Bar and Jason, not hopefully for Walker, but like from a spectator's point of view, close the gap up. I thought these two guys were a little bit closer. Jason picking up a 1/2 second penalty there, but yeah, I thought these M-Bar and Jason were a little bit closer to the group in front. But yeah, Walker Space has really done himself no favours there. Anyway, back to the lead of the race. Juba still out in front as we come round again. He's definitely going to be in shape for sticking some mediums on for the second half of the race. Hello Kamaru, hope you're well, mate. Oh, hello Amy, didn't see you there. Throwing emojis or whatever that is. Juba finally into the pits now from what was the lead of the race, but yeah, should be good for racing mediums. 106.7 and going quicker. Funniest Cowboy. Say them racing mediums, that fastest lap could and should be up for grabs. Bottle not really making an impact. Someone coming out of the pits close there. But Juba just coming out now, so Artos and Suwo coming through. Walker Space also coming through. So let's see, 4 seconds. So not sure what's Juba done there. So he's 109, 110 that last lap. Oh, he's picked up a 3 second penalty as well. Right, we'll see how things pan out in a minute. Everybody has made their pits. Artos is going to struggle at the end though. Jason as well. He's gone for the medium. So. He might struggle, we'll see. He's dropped off the back of M-Bar now though by 10 seconds, so what's happened there? I missed saying at the back, Jason was all over the back of Embar after the first round of pit stops. He's now 9.5 seconds behind Embar. Grim at the back there in the GTR. Funniest Cowboy 6 seconds out in front now. Sir Bottle Job, comfortable second place. Don't think he can really do enough to trouble Funniest Cowboy. Valiant effort in the first half. But yeah, it's just starting to slip away a little bit. 2-0, good job up into third place now, displacing Walker Space, having had those horrendous issues. So yeah, Walker, after the 4-second penalty and all the rest of it, has cost him a massive amount of time and obviously a few places on track as well. Third place, 2-0 at the moment. Continuing his fight with Artos, but Artos really needs to start managing that tyre wear. 20 minutes of this race still to go. Steady 107s at the moment. Walker Space in 5th place now. See how he gets on from there. 6th place goes to Juba. Clean Air front and back. Embar same as Clean Air front and back. 10 seconds behind Juba. 7 seconds in front of Jason in 8th place. So all got yellow flags somewhere. If we scan through the grid, Grim is sideways. There's someone coming round. Hello, Bottle. Bottle makes it through there, jumps over the hill, and yeah, Grim just recovering there in a very awkward spot. Yeah, not. What is that? Can't tell. Is that net code or Bottle Job going sideways? Either way, looks like a steady second place at the moment for Bottle. Third place, 2-1 with Artos behind. So this looks like the closest fight on track at the moment, and has been for most of the race, barring battle for the lead at the start. Dropping even further behind Walker Space as Grim about to serve a penalty in front of Walker. Juba 1 minute 13 and another penalty to serve, so this will obviously bring him right back into play as far as Embar is concerned. Yeah, this really has been a race of penalties at the back, midfield to the back of the grid. It's just been chopping and changing due to people getting incredible amounts of penalties, looking like track limits, and there are some barrier penalties and also pit lane penalties. So yeah, not a good night for the drivers. Can't imagine they're enjoying this too much. Apart from this man out in the lead again. 106.570 a couple of laps ago, the fastest lap from Funniest Cowboy. We'll see what Walker Space gets up to, because very quick driver out in the mediums at the moment. Same as Juba, should really be pumping and lapsing, but he's just had a couple of incidents. 109 now. Oh, there we go. I've got to stop talking too soon. Yeah, needed to get a good set of laps in, and this again we're going to bring Embar even closer now. Only 2.9 seconds behind in 6th place. Jason as well, 107.4 last lap for Jason. Really. So it's good. That's the tyre wear. It's costing him quite a bit of tyre wear, but does have some pace this evening. Just hasn't been able to put it together. Don't worry lads, ignore the stuttering. Sorry, I've turned away then. I'm not sure how Jason's ended up with damage and a penalty, but his woes continue in 8th place. Yeah, no, stuttering is a shame. It's better than what it was, but it's still not good enough. And yeah, it's more than off-putting. This stage, you know, PlayStation 5, Gran Turismo 7. It should be better. 2-0 in 3rd place on the racing miles. 106.8 a couple of laps ago, so also got quite a bit of pace to burn. don't think he can do enough now as Bottle Job's steady 107s. Probably just managing that tyre wear to the end now as well, because had quite a handful of the car at the end of that first stint, keeping the very fast Finnish driver behind. Look at where we at. Let's go through 2 bits and pieces. So yeah, Funniest Cowboy, Racing Team Finlanders. Didn't do enough research before the race to find out how the constructors are going. But yeah, Racing Team Finland, new to the Ace Design Endurance Championship. All very good drivers. 3 of them being represented across 2 sister teams in Tier 2 at the moment. Yeah, this man out in front of the race and in the in first place in the league. Funniest Cowboy. Where are we? 150 points, but like I say, four appearances in 5 races we've had, so he's only been in 4 rounds and he's won 3 of those, and looking on for a reasonably comfortable win again tonight. Bottle Job in 2nd in the race and 2nd in the championship. He's like I say, he's only back for 1 season, unfortunately. A very, very good season, and this will, if he finishes 2nd, this will be his 5th 2nd place in 5 appearances. I'm not sure if he's finished behind. He obviously would have finished behind Funniest Cowboy for 3 of those. Not too sure who the other race winner is this season. Yeah, not 100%. Anyway, yeah, Bottle Job in 2nd place in the championship, made for Bottle Racing. 2-0 in 3rd at the moment, and in 3rd in the championship. So that's nice and easy to remember. Yeah, on for a good result again if you can hold it together for the last part of the race. He's got a very quick driver behind in Walker Space, who 15 minutes to go. The racing mediums aren't looking that bad at the moment, as he is still setting personal bests, and his personal best being in the 106s. So yeah, could get a little bit spicy between these 2 towards the end of the race. Yeah, 3rd place in the championship at the moment, 111 points. Only 39 points off of the top man. So yeah, 2 3rd place finishes are his best results this season. Team Kraken Racing. Sorry, Team Kraken, that's AGT. I absolutely scribbled these notes down, sorry. Where are we? 2-0. Racing Team Finlanders, of course, you know team. Anyway, 3rd and a very fast Ukrainian in Walker Space, closing that gap rapidly behind. Artos is in front of Juba now, who is 15 seconds up. While I've been waffling, Juba has fallen 15 seconds behind Artos, so Artos really just needs to manage these tyres now. He's not far behind Walker Space at all, who isn't far behind too, but yeah, last lap 107.8. See if we just manage them tyres and manage those sort of lap times to the end. So this might be a three-way fight for 3rd place, as I try to pronounce things properly. Been a long while since I've waffled this much crap for this long. But yeah, three-way fuck's sake, three-way fight for 3rd. I'll say it like a commoner. I'm saying 3rd, I'm saying bird. 3-way fight for 3rd. Fuck's sake. Anyway, Walker Space, Team Scuderia GT UK are 5th place in the championship. So 3rd place in round 3. It's too many 3s. 2nd place in round 5. Yeah, 4th place at the moment. So yeah, looking to improve as things are very, very tight in the league as well. Not a lot of points separate 3rd to around 8th or 9th, I believe. Yeah, looking good at the moment. Things closing up between those 3 drivers. Artos in 5th, as I said. First appearance tonight in the Adec Design Endurance Championship. And is representing Speed Legends UA. Not too sure if he has any teammates yet, like myself. There's a few one-man teams, so to speak. Basically like privateers. We should have our own privateers championship. If you're listening, Gadget, there you go. If not, I'm going to write it in Discord anyway. All the single team people have their own privateers championship. if you're an unsociable loner like me and don't want to talk to people, then yeah, it's ideal. Yeah, isn't it just crazy? I'd be struggling there. Jack Sears Trophy. Not familiar with that. Yeah, so just catching up with the chat there. I've jinxed a few drivers tonight. How's this guy doing? 4-second penalty, how about that? Right, we just finished my run through the grid. Juba in 6th place at the moment. He's 8th in the championship at the moment. All 5 rounds he's appeared in with a 5th round finish. A 5th place finish in round 1 earlier in the season. Embar in 7th at the moment. Oh my god. I should take a picture of this writing. I can't even read it myself. Embar is in 6th place in the championship. He's also appeared in all 5 rounds. With a 4th place finish in round 2 at Spa being his best finish. Probably mentioned that earlier because I remember saying about it being in Group 4 also. Seeing if it goes well, but yeah, the Ferrari not doing as well here as it did around Spa. Quite differing tracks to say the least. Yeah, first run out. That's Iger Nordland. A little bit of field spread now as we have oh wow, look at this. Look at this. We have a 2.8 second gap between 1st and 2nd now. Not much tyre wear. Bottlejob has done a better job looking after his tyres, but 2.9 seconds, and Funniest Cowboy about to serve a 1.5 second penalty in the lead of the race. This race was just quietening down a little bit. We have 10 minutes left to go. I've just done a grid run through, and here we go. How much is this going to close things up? Not enough for an overtake attempt, but he's well within that slipstream range. With 2 differing lines through this long right-hander. I hope that wasn't contact there. It might have been, it seems to have lost a little bit of speed. Yeah, that long right-hander, Bottlejob going a little bit deeper and getting a much better exit. Funniest Cowboy having a tighter line through there. But yeah, under a second between 1st and 2nd place with under 10 minutes to go. That's exactly what this race needed. Yeah, spice things up a little bit. Yeah, massive, not massive, but a 30-second gap between 2nd and 3rd place. This is the closest battle on track as Jason comes in for another pit stop. I think he's consigned to 8th place, so maybe just getting a few laps. It might even be in line for the fastest lap. He was easily into the 107s on the mediums, I believe. So yeah, see what Jason could do from 8th place. Might be on course to have a cheeky fastest lap here. But yeah, Funniest Cowboy and Sir Bottlejob, 52 minutes into the race, 8 minutes left to go. 0.8 of a second between these two guys. And that wasn't my fault. I didn't jinx Funniest Cowboy. He got that penalty all by himself. But yeah, he had around a 7-second gap lead to Bottle the last time we was looking at these two. Yeah, unfortunately can't watch it back and see what happened, so I do apologise for that. I'm not clued up on the replays, but yeah, we'll try not to take our eyes off of this for the final part of the race. After this quick run through, but yeah, 2-0 and Walker Space. Yeah, Walker Space also closing that gap up to 3rd place man 2-0, 1.5 between those now. Artos hasn't quite managed to maintain the same speed as Walker because he was only a few seconds behind. So it does look like he's just going to be in a battle, not even a battle for 4th, sorry, that's a lapped car, a car lapping Walker maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, he has, oh no, sorry, he's 1.5 behind. Yeah, sorry, Artos hasn't managed to keep up with Walker, as I was saying. 8 seconds behind. Comfortable gap to Juba in 9th. Embar also, a lot of field spread between those guys. But yeah, so between Funniest Cowboy for 1st and 2nd, and 2-0 for 3rd and 4th. Around a second between those 2 pairs of drivers. 2 sets of drivers. yeah, Bottle Job in a position to have a go for the last part of this race. See what he can do. Yeah, man, he's been pretty close to the funniest cowboy throughout. He's been second place at least 3 times to this guy, and yeah, has a chance now to put him under pressure for the final part of the race. And he calls a bit of an upset. Say 4 appearances, 4 second places for Bottle Job this season so far. Can he do anything about that in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this race? Has been presented a little bit of an opportunity, but as he knows himself, because he's done it in the first half of the race, it can be difficult to overtake round here if you position your car really well. Not many, there's no heavy braking zones. Even the final right-hander is on a kink and like through this section here, so it's not flat out and heavy braking. It grazes the wall through this section, and there it is. You can just hold that inside, run the car behind wherever you like, just as long as you get a good exit down. So this is the heaviest braking zone, but even then, so just positioning your car well through these hairpins is all you need to do. So Cowboy in the lead, 0.7 of a second. Nothing between these 2 drivers now. We come to the final handful of laps. 2-0 doing enough to open the gap a little bit again to Walker's space in 4th place. 3 seconds between those 2 drivers now. Artos 8.7 behind those guys. Yeah, a little bit of field spread with everyone else. Jason at 106.5 from Jason. That is so close to the fastest lap. He was quick enough on the softs to really have a go for it, and just misses out by a fraction. He must be quite upset with that. That's so close. I bet the optimals there. Unlucky, mate. That's nearly a cheeky point there for fastest lap, and go. That would have gone in the record books. No one's raced here yet. Oh, that is a shame. Fuck it, pit again. I wonder if anyone else would do that back here, just for bragging rights. Grimlock comes in the boat of a GTR. Yeah, funniest cowboy is starting to flash on the fuel now. Plenty of fuel left for Bottle Job. He had plenty of fuel at the end of the first stint, but I wonder if he needs to manage a little bit. I mean, he should be okay. Obviously he's a quick, competent driver, but has a very quick, competent driver behind with a bit of a spark at the end of this race, having closed the gap up significantly in the last few laps. So yeah, just looking back at funniest cowboys deltas in the right, lap 44 at 111, lap 45 at 109. Must have been something before that. That's only 3 seconds. 3 seconds there, but yeah, either way, very, very close between these 2. Yeah, 2-0 looks like he's done enough to retain 3rd place. Just has to keep it together for a few more laps. Bottle got nothing to lose here. Just needs to try and keep his man under pressure. Yeah, I think that's Bottle's only chance now, is to absolutely send it. But yeah, he drops back a little bit, just inside the 1 second window. I say very different lines here. You see it go up to over a second and then gets a clean exit, which I think it does. Drops back to 0.9, a little bit quicker up the hill usually. Yeah, just struggling a little bit with the tyres again now, I feel. May rely on a mistake. I think even a half second, but was it close to the gap right up there? So it might have been a bit of contact with the wall up the hill for funniest cowboy. So still not got this race in the bag. As Bottle's as close as he's ever been, not close enough for a move into the hairpins. I think you need to be under 2 tenths into the braking zone there. Yeah, he's keeping his man under pressure. 1.5 minutes left to go. They're probably going to get 2 more laps in at least. Right, at least there will be 2 more laps this race will be over. Nothing changed in the grid order behind, so yeah, still 2-0 third, Walker Space in 4th, Artos in 5th, Juba in 6th, Embar in 7th, Jason in 8th, AGT Racer in 9th place. Yeah, we're just keeping an eye on this until the end now, as we're up the hill. Penultimate, I shouldn't even try to say that, should I? Second to last time. Still in the 107s, there's spot going really wide through that part. Keeping really neat and tidy and keeping on the bumper of Funniest Cowboy. Half a second, and this will be the final lap. 30 seconds left of the official timer now. There will be some checkered flags coming out for some drivers further back on the lap, I think. There's 20 seconds left of the official race time. This is the last lap for these two. There was nose to tail for the entire first stint. That's a little bit untidy there for Bottle. He's giving it everything. So Funniest Cowboys fuel's right on the limit. Should be enough there to push full throttle until the end of the race. We're up the hill for the final time. 0.7 of a second between these two. I don't think there's going to be enough. Funniest Cowboy just needs to keep it tidy now. Jason is our first official finisher as they come around to lap. Juba as it's all clean and tidy, no drama. Final lap, final corner, final lap. Funniest Cowboy doing enough to take the win. Sir Bolt in second place again, fifth second place in 5 races for Sir Bottle. Embar finishing back further in 6th. Juba takes a checkered flag in 7th place. 2-0 taking the final podium spot in 3rd place. Pretty comfortable to Walker Space. I was about to say struggling with tyre wear on those mediums, I'd imagine. 4th place for Walker. 5th place for Artos, just coming home in his first appearance in the ASLIF Design Endurance Championship in Tier 2. Brings home a top 5 finish, and that is it. Congratulations, Funniest Cowboy, taking the win. So there we go with the official finishing order. Funniest Cowboy in 1st place, Sir Bottle Job in 2nd, 2-0 in 3rd, Walker Space in 4th, Artos 5th, Embar 6th, Juba in 7th, Jason in 8th, and AGT Racer in 9th. And looking at the best lap times there, look out, Jason got even closer. Look, that's a Jason on the sauce at the end there. Nearly nicking that lap off of Juba. I'm not too sure. I think Juba set that lap early after the first round of pit stops. Yeah, Jason just missing out on the first lap by 0.002 of a second. Juba taking fastest lap though. So yeah, congratulations guys. That was a great race. Tight at the end, and yeah, unlucky Bottle, another 2nd place finish. But yeah. Great racing all the same. Good to commentate again. Yeah, hopefully the sound's alright and everything else. And yeah, Craig, good to see you again, mate. And yeah, just for you, I'm gonna start streaming again. Oh, it's a keyboard function. Yeah, someone else, I think ADT mentioned that at the start of the race. All that replay crap. But yeah, I might invest in the keyboard then. Yeah, congratulations guys. I'm gonna call it a night and get myself a cup of tea and yeah, chill out. Thanks again, good to see you all, and yeah, take care. See you on the next one.